Hello everyone, welcome to GametechUK and another Elite video. Now, just recently I did a live stream with the lovely ACRs, as I call him. Acius, who's on my channel, in my streams, and absolutely awesome source of information for Elite. We was doing the community goal, sourcing the lithium, and we wanted to separate a ship and do a ship purely for doing community goals, doing a bit of trading. We've decided to outfit a Type 6 as just that, a trading ship. We know there's better ships available. We know there's bigger ships. We know there's better capacity. But what we wanted to do is, this costs less than 3 million. So this is perfect for new players on the PlayStation 4, on the PC. This is absolutely perfect. Now, we continued after we outfitted this. This was taken from yesterday's stream, which is about 4.5 hours. We spent about 3 hours after outfitting this, making loads of money, doing trade runs on the way to the community goal, buying stuff, selling stuff along the way. So, especially for a new player, this is a very, very viable option, and it's a great ship. So what I'm going to do now is leave you with that snippet from the live stream where Acius tells me exactly what needs to be done to that ship. See you next time. Right, core internals.
All right, first thing we're going to put in there is a 2D power plant.
2D, 5,000. So why the D? Why why the D, Acius? Why are we going for the D in this
The D
particular one?
class, well, everybody likes the D, but the thing, the thing with D class or D graded modules is that they are that's D grade, not degraded. But the thing with D grade modules is that they are lighter, though the lightest in that class. So a 2D is lighter than a 2E or 2C.
Yeah.
Similarly, a 3D is lighter than a 3A or 3B or 3C or 3E. So yeah.
So what does 2D... what does the letter denote? The weight?
Well, not so much the weight. It basically denotes the quality of an item.
Okay.
But the quality is also linked to the weight in two instances. The D or delta graded ones are the always the lightest.
Yep.
If the module has weight, the B, so Bravo graded ones are always the heaviest if the thing has weight at all.
And ultimately, do you want to try and go for A? Or does it depend on each job?
It depends. In this case, we don't need the additional power, so we might as well put the lightest possible we can put in there for what we need.
Okay, so 2D on the power plant.
Yeah, exactly.
We're all right just to exchange these ones, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got the power plant.
All right. Then next up, the thrusters are going to be 4D.
4D again.
Yeah. Once again, D being the lightest. We want to kind of maximize the jump range.
Shields offline.
Done. What's next?
You're welcome.
Next up is the FSD, which is going to be a 4A. A being the best one out there. We want as much range as we can out of our frameshift drives.
Yes. So we've got a 4A in that one. Next.
Let's see. Next up is life support. That's going to be a 2D.
Same thing. The reason why the 2D in life support.
Once again, because it's lighter. It also gives you a bit more. It's actually a pretty standard one for me, but it gives you a bit more time should your canopy break than the 2E, but it's also a lot lighter. And the 15 minutes this one gives is usually more than enough to find a nearby station to get to safety.
Cool. 2D. Done.
Let's see. Next up is the power distributor.
Yep.
The power distributor on this one is going to be a 2D once again.
Perfect. Done.
Then the sensors are also going to be a 2D again.
Yep, done that.
Fuel tank, we're going to leave that be. As good as it is.
Okay. The only one we haven't touched here was the first one, which was the bulkhead. So are we touching that at all?
No, we're not touching that. Lightweight is the lightest form out there. The only
Okay.
time you're basically touching that is if you want a ship that's more resistant in combat.
Yep. Okay, so we'll come out of there. We're done in this one, aren't we? Where are we going to next?
Next up is the optional internals.
Yep. Now for this, we're going all cargo, aren't we?
Almost all.
Okay.
The first one, the 2 grade 5 ones, as well as the 2 grade 4 ones, are going to be the biggest cargo we can put in there. What we can do first, actually, in this regard, is switch the 4Es, use the swap function and transfer options to bring them to the class 4 ones, because we're going to put class 4 in there anyways.
Okay, so the top 2 5s we're gonna swap. Is that what you're saying? So the 4E cargo racks, the two top 4Es, we're going to swap them.
Yeah, we're going to swap them with the class 4 things so that those are already filled up with class 4s.
Okay, so that goes in there, and we're going to swap that one with that one. So in the 4s have now got 4Es, and in the 5s have got 3Es because we're going to replace them. I'm guessing, yeah.
Indeed, let's have a look. See at the thing. Yeah, the next up, these in the 5s, we're going to just put 5s for the cargo.
Okay. Cargo racks. What 5 are we going? Just 5E.
Yeah, 5E. Just put the
so
biggest in there
is there only E's available in cargo? Because there only is here. Is that it? E's.
Yeah, there's only E's for cargo, so.
So 5 E's there. And in the next one down as well, so we want 5 E's.
Yeah.
So from the top, we've got 2 5 E's and now 2 4 E's.
Yeah.
Awesome.
5 5 4 4, and then for the first class 3 slot, or the only class 3 slot in there, we're going to put in a 3D shield generator.
Okay.
Just to protect you against rough landings and a bit of pirate fire.
Yeah. 3D was that?
Yeah. D, once again, being the lightest.
Yes.
Justin says, who needs shields? More cargo. Viable option if you want to take the risk of your ship being a lot more fragile. In this case, it seems a bit wiser to just go with a shield generator.
Yeah. So we've also got another cargo rack down here, haven't we?
Yeah.
What are we putting in there?
A 2E cargo rack in the class 2.
So if we got, we can only put a 2E in there. You couldn't go for another big one. This ship just hasn't got that space. Is that what we're saying? Because the biggest option here I've got is 2E anyway.
Yeah, 2E, that's the biggest we can put in there. The final slot we have available, by the way, it's kind of an optional thing in the build I put, because initially I designed this ship, this particular build, as a long-range cruise ship.
Yeah.
I put a fuel scoop.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
We could replace it with a cargo scoop as well, or with more more cargo space as well for additional trading.
So have I got a fuel scoop coming in this one?
It's up to you. If you want a fuel scoop, we can put a fuel scoop in there.
I'm thinking a fuel scoop is... Yeah,
it will give us more options when we go for other community goals with the ship.
Exactly. I'm thinking fuel scoop. Would that go in the 2 slot instead of the cargo rack, or will that go in the basic discovery slot?
Yeah, it goes in the basic discovery scanner. We're not going to put a discovery scanner on this thing because we're not using... we're basically using the ship purely to ferry goods from point A to point B. That's going to be a profit. We're not going to be scanning stuff along the way. When you're doing loops of trade, you're not discovering anything new anyway. So.
Yes. So we're going to put a fuel scoop in the discovery scanner. And which one are we going to have?
We don't have a discovery. The fuel scoop, a 2A.
2A.
That's basically the biggest we can fit in there.
Okay, so we've got the 2E cargo rack, and then we put in a fuel scoop. I take it are we gonna take out the planetary approach, or are we leaving that in there?
And we're leaving that in there.
Can we not use that space for something else, or is
No,
it just
that's
no? It's
only
designed
for the
that.
planetary approach.
Yeah.
And basically lets you land on planets, so it's useful to have that thing in there. It doesn't weigh anything, so.
Yeah. Thank you to 68 watching. We are just kitting out a ship, and then I'll get straight back to the chat.
Don't worry, Ben. We're going to fix that.
Yes, we'll fix that. Don't you worry. Right, let's go back. What's next? So we've done.
Next up
core and
is we're going
optional.
to get rid of our. You go to the hard points.
Yeah.
You're just going to get rid of the lasers that are in there.
So transfer and store. Or sell. Should we just sell them?
Yeah, sell them.
Are we able to put anything in there?
No, we're just going to leave that empty.
Okay.
Basically that weight if you put something in there.
Perfect. Utility mounts?
Utility mounts. We are not going to put anything in there either.
Okay.
And actually we're going to back out of this unless you want to do something with the livery.
No, I'm fine for that now.
Alright. Indeed, Ollie, no lasers. We are going to go with the actually to your right-hand panel.
Yep.
And we are going to turn off your cargo cargo hatch.
It says insufficient power at the moment.
Yeah, this is why we're just going to turn it off.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I picked the right one.
Yeah.
So that's fine
And
now.
now, when it's off, you can see the
power will go back up.
Yeah, now we have enough power.
Yeah. So cargo hatch hasn't got a dot by it. That's how it should be.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
Perfect. So that's it. We're done with that kit out, aren't we?
Yeah, that's the ship.
Thank you very much.